Dandavats and good morning from the shelter of Guru Maharaj and Gurudev. Hare Krishna. Dandavats and good morning to all. Pure international representation. Just see everyone from different places here. And maybe more to come. Let us see. Hare Krishna. So did I just catch the last 3 or 4 words about the deities' makeup? We're referring to the deities that have arrived in Chiang Mai, I believe.
Yes, Maharaj.
So
it came from Rupa Vilas Prabhu asking, how's Goswami Maharaj doing? And the answer that he was in anxiety, but good one. Anticipating how the deities will reveal their new forms and when it's going to happen and what to do and who is going to serve. And it always comes, that kind of service always comes with the good quality, excitement, anxiety, worries, and everything else. Like Gurudev said, if we are not worrying, the world is the world of worry. But if we don't worry, we're just going to get lazy. So we have to direct our worry to the service, worry about the service.
There's a good thought for us all. Hare Krishna. So today's a quiet morning. Quiet morning here, no sound. And us, the family on Zoom. A quiet morning with the family. For you, quiet evening, quiet mid-morning, and a quiet, almost breakfast time morning for Radha Sundari. And Praneshri, late evening. Hare Krishna.
Blissful late evening.
Peaceful evening.
Also.
Oh dear, well, we should be worrying, shouldn't we? I just heard we should be worrying. 1 moment. Okay. Hare Krishna. Jayami Sindhu Prabhu. Oh, no sound. Jayami Sindhu Prabhu. Oh, where's your sound? Connecting to audio, no audio. Connecting to audio, no audio. Anyway, I recognize where he is. He's at the temple in Navadvīp. Amiya Sindhu Prabhu.
Dandavad Maharaj, Dandavad. I'm just joining you for the morning program.
At Guru Maharaj's Samadhi in Navadvīp. And you see, in Navadvīp, oh, now it's 7:34 in Navadvīp. So it is still morning time. But Gurudev, he began instructed the 9 o'clock class on the Samadhi Mandir. It's 9 o'clock now in the Philippines. Maybe, no, 10 o'clock in the Philippines, 9 o'clock in Thailand. But 9 o'clock every morning, then we'd have a class every morning on the Samadhi Mandir of Guru Maharaj. But maybe that's a thing of history, unfortunately now. Hare Krishna.
Well, now it's 7:30, Maharaj.
Yeah, now it's 7:30. Yeah, but look.
So now it's 7:30 class, Maharaj. No history. This is reality.
7:30 class on the Samadhi Mandir. Hare Krishna. All right. Can we see Guru Maharaj as we're there?
Yes. I don't know if I can do the camera. Turn the camera. Wait. How to rotate? Okay.
Jai Shri Guru Maharaj ki Jai Shri Guru Maharaj. Viraha Milan Mandir ki Jai. Temple of Union in Separation ki Jai. And Mahaprabhu's Vijay Vigraha for pastime Vigraha of Mahaprabhu.
Actually, everything is very nicely maintained here, very clean, very good atmosphere in the morning here. So Srila Gurudev Samadhi Mandir.
Jai Srila Gurudev Samadhi Mandir, temple of love and affection ki jai.
Jai Srila Gurudev.
Jai Srila Gurudev ki jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I especially like this trunk. This says Mohanananda from Australia. So they use Mohanananda's trunk. I sent him the photo. He was very happy.
Jai.
Tulsi Devi.
It's been raining, or have they washed the area?
No, they're washing. They're washing. It's everything is washed here. Many Indian ladies staying here, so they're cleaning everything. Yadu Gopal Prabhu giving class. He's a very also good devotee here, singing very nicely. The deities, I cannot go on the altar, but show the deities.
Jai Saprika Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sundar Ki Jai. Tulsi Maharani ki Jai.
And some prasadam cooking. Gurudev, Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj veranda is very nicely maintained by Gurudev. Very, very clean there, very, very good. Like you can still feel the presence and everything is very, very perfectly served there. Gurudev is a very good pujari. So anyway, Maharaj, just wanted to give you some video and happy to be in Navadvip and happy to be in Navadvip with you, Maharaj, as it should be.
Hare Krishna. Well, here we are. We are seeing Navadvip live. Hare Krishna. Within 3 minutes, we've been very much transported. And Tulsi Devi is looking healthy there. And those two trees, with those flower trees with those little white flowers, they look very healthy. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Now also, because of this pandemic thing, actually very good air in India. Much, much better air than it was in back, days like 20 years back, etc. Now the air is much nicer and the like ecological thing is much nicer. So I feel very healthy here, very, very strong. And you can see it in the trees. You can see it like in the vegetables. We're going to see some farms, etc. Every like nature is very happy here, very strong trees, strong rivers. India is, I think, becoming very, very good now. Like just in the atmosphere. So yes.
Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswatamat ki Jai. Jai Shri Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Shri Gurudev ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru ki Jai.
Yes. And everybody is a Vaishnava. Everybody, like, it's always possible to find some Vaishnava way to communicate. Like this Pujari yesterday, he was beating my head with iron pot and we had the fight. Now he's telling me Dandavat Prabhu and he's very happy. to participate in the morning program. So we all have fault, but we all trying to do something. So anyway.
All right, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing Sri Chaitanya Saraswat. And as soon as I saw the ceiling, the roof this morning, I knew you were sitting there or at a Gurudev's Samadhi. A Guru Maharaj Samadhi Mandir, rather. Hare Krishna. All right, dear devotees, let's see. Now we've been in Navadvīp. Let me look at the view of who is with us. Rupanuga Prabhu joined us. Otherwise, our little family. 10 minutes in, and we've been in Navadvīp of today. And so really very good, not to say blast from the past, because it's the present day. And happy to see that it's maintained. And we do hear from the devotees who go there that things are looking nicely maintained. Hare Krishna. So now I have to bring my mind to the world outside, from Navadvīp to the world outside. But actually, we want to be Guru Maharaj conscious and Gurudev conscious. If we can do that, then everything else will fall into place, because our understanding of Krishna, as we know, is only come from our Sri Guru section. Otherwise, as we understand from many places, before Mahaprabhu, it was not clear about Radha Krishna's position, about the service of Radha to Krishna, etc. It was not clear. And if Gauranga had not come, how would we have known about all of these things? So here we are, we're in the world where we really are indebted to the super gurus, this Mahaprabhu himself acting as the supermost guru, if you like. Okay, Nityananda acting as the supermost guru. But through them, in very recent times, as far as the time of the earth goes, then we've got to know about God, about Krishna, and then what to speak of about Krishna's higher pastimes and plane, the gradation of his devotees, being able to discuss such things, to even get that kind of news. This is the news of the world. This is the news. That now we've got the news of who is God, what does he look like, some very clear descriptions about the Lord's pastimes, clear descriptions using words of this world, no doubt, but clear descriptions all the same. And now, what are we to do? We are going to think about all the troubles of the world and Kali Yuga, how things are so bad, and this, that, and the other. I don't think that's our priority right now. We know all that. It's not news. That was in the newspapers long before. The news of this world is fighting and one village taking over another village, this tribe, this country, that country. And even we look in the scripture, this planet, that planet. So all of this is going on. It's always been going on. And we're in Kali Yuga, so the news of all the bad things that are happening in Kali Yuga, it's not news for 5,000 years we're in Kali Yuga. But what is the news is that Mahaprabhu has come with the message of loving service to the Lord of love, who happens to be the original Lord, Sri Krishna, reality, the beautiful. So really, our Krishna consciousness means we need to be conscious of our wonderful Guru Varga and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, without whom we won't have any idea of Krishna consciousness. So many great yogis, the great this, that, and the other. For millenniums, they've heard about Krishna, but mostly considering Krishna is an avatar and this in different ways, seeing Krishna's pastimes. But Mahaprabhu has come to show with his great scholarship as a teenager, through his actual practices and through the scripture, he's come to show without any hesitation or without being defeated anywhere, as Guru Maharaj humbly said about Gauriya Vaishnavism. Very humbly, he said, never been defeated anywhere. Why? Because it's the truth. The truth is this, and this has been presented by the Vedas, and this has been presented by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and this has been presented to the world by Srila Saraswati Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Saraswati Thakur, but Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, and Srila Gurudev. So we owe everything to them, and this is our time, really our fortunate time, where we've been born over the last hundreds and thousands of years. We do not know, but we are born at this time with this connection now, and it is rare. I think one time, a long time ago, maybe a year ago, we said we're actually in the association of millionaires. This is a millionaire or billionaire club. Not club, we don't want to say club, but association. Those who've got more than $1 billion, who've got more than whatever fantastic amount of wealth now is regarded as very wealthy, I do not know. But in this world, multi-billion-dollar, this, that, and the other, we are in that association, beyond that. And are we allowed to say that we've been in the association of Paramahamsas, as described in Chaitanya Charitamrita? Means Srila Guru Maharaj. From some of us, Srila Prabhupada also. But ourselves, Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Govinda Maharaj. We've been with these wonderful personalities. And honestly, understand that they are here now. And many things, even now, I mean, not even now also, but 2 days ago, I can say I very much felt Gurudev's presence. We know that he's seeing things and with us. And this is the necessity of our life, to keep our focus on the purity of what we've come for, and be careful about everything in our devotional life. Our devotional life, how we deal with others, and especially how we deal with the devotees. What we are reading, what we are getting advice from Guru Maharaj and Gurudev, and even if we didn't have any books, and only what we've heard and seen being with them, then they're always guiding us about our own conduct, looking after our own mentality and outlook, etc., as the very first thing. And so this we also must take to heart and put into practice ourselves. So you all know that. I'm actually speaking to myself here, but you all know that. But it is a reflection for us to keep in mind, along with all the other things that we do each day, that the foundation of our conduct comes from inside. It's not an outside show and inside where to feel this, that, and the other, but don't let others know what you're thinking. That shouldn't be. We should try to have what is being thought inside as being what we are practicing outside, or what the other way around too. What we are practicing outside is what is our thought inside, whichever way around you want to say. But it begins from inside. So we are getting guidance for our inside from our wonderful masters. And that guidance is coming, as Gurudev how many times said, from heart to heart. It is something which is very sweet and transmittable without words, you can say. And we have devotees too who didn't have words of English. And Gurudev Govinda Maharaj, he gave some examples. We had a Hungarian devotee. He did not know yes and no. Really, he didn't know the word yes and the word no in English or in Bengali. But he was very happy with Gurudev, and Gurudev quoting him, and another devotee also who didn't know yes and no. Hare Krishna. But very sweet relationship between them all the way through. And another devotee who did not know yes or no, but learned sweet, fluent Bengali without a word of English in Navadvīp. Within a few months, he learned. Amazing. Gurudev was amazed by that devotee. From no English at all. So, because in India, the English medium, you can say it's the fallback, you know, got Hindi, Tamil, this, so many things. But at the end of the day, everyone's got a splattering of English. But he doesn't have any English. So he learned like almost, you know, you say a child learns without any previous knowledge. But he learned Bengali, and sweet Bengali. Gurudev was impressed. But without any words even, we see, we've got the example of our Guru's affection, guidance, and direction from heart to heart. And we want to keep connected with that, keep this in our heart, know about it as much as possible, and lead our life like that. Otherwise, why have they given us these teachings? And we're all born now, this time, this association. So let us be very careful in our dealings and continue happily. Anyhow, this has come from our visit to Navadvīp Dhām this morning. We've been taken there live, and we're still there live, sitting, we can say, sitting on Guru Maharaj's Samadhi. Sometimes in the back to basics, we think, well, we're not actually in one location, but maybe today our location is Guru Maharaj's Samadhi in Navadvīp, where every day we'll have a class at 9 a.m., sometimes in Russian, sometimes in Spanish, sometimes in Chinese, but principally in English, because again, it was the English medium of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj, and is the common link until today. Even though in Russia, I know the devotees told me they were taught in school, no need to learn English or any other language, because Russian will be the language of the world. That one devotee said they learned this in school, but it's not saying anything about England or anything. It's just it's become this way. And so the Samadhi Mandir, we'd have classes in English, and Gurudev would come right there, not every time, but he would come happily and sit and talk with the devotees in Gurudev's informal but substantial way. Paramahamsa Vaishnava, disciple of Guru Maharaj, sitting in front of Guru Maharaj at his Samadhi and telling about Krishna consciousness in various aspects. Hare Krishna. And very strongly, we remember, not just remember, we are with Gurudev and Guru Maharaj on Guru Maharaj's veranda that Amir Sindhu Prabhu showed upstairs, showed them the video of a few minutes ago. Upstairs there, many times we are, you could say in the past, but many times in the present with Gurudev and Guru Maharaj on Guru Maharaj's veranda. It is not a dream or something like this. It is that reality of their inseparable, sweet association, and seeing them together, seeing them with us, with the devotees together, and our own sitting there, standing there, being there, serving there, cleaning the floor, massaging Guru Maharaj, doing various things, whatever service is needed, then very happily there in Navadvīp. Hare Krishna, the home of our highest fortune, not only now, but forever, Guru Maharaj is saying about Navadvīp Dhām, about Chaitanya Saraswat Mat, actually. From there, the volcano, the transcendental golden volcano of love has been shedding its lava to the world through Guru Maharaj and through Gurudev. And where we get the clearest description of God, there we will go, as Guru Maharaj said. So it's not dismissing that, oh, everyone else, they're trying to do this, this, and this. They got this idea of God, that idea of God. Okay, very good. And Guru Maharaj very broad also in his presentation to us, how we can understand that everybody is not in the same class. And so we must give encouragement and give nourishment to everybody, no matter what class they're in, whether they're in Krishna consciousness. After all, Mahaprabhu, when he went to South India, he saw many, they're not in Krishna consciousness, they may be Vishnu consciousness, Narayan consciousness, but they're not Hare Krishnas yet. But Mahaprabhu, in his special way, then he also made the fully religious persons, change them means by heart showing them that, yes, Krishna consciousness. So this is the Krishna conscious age, Krishna consciousness age for sure. And Paramahamsa, Parivrajaka Acharya Ashtatara Shata Srimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, founder Acharya of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. Hare Krishna.
Dandavats Maharaj. If you like, we can now go to Guru Maharaj veranda. You like to see the
Please.
darshan? Sorry to interrupt, but just
Yes,
really
yes,
want to
yes.
share.
And Srila Gurudev's veranda too, please.
So, can you see the video?
Yes, we're watching. Maybe can take the, please put the pin, put the highlight, spotlight. Yes. Thank you very much.
This is the famous Western devotee building. It's very sweet Mahananda office.
And the flags are on the temple. Gurudev will
Yes.
be for that. Somebody's still climbing up the temple.
See that one is very dangerous. Actually, that one is very, very rotten and very scary. But I'll try to put the flag there also.
Prabhu, when you go, unplug the electricity from the bottom. You have to pull out the socket, the electric socket, please.
All right.
Very
Yes.
important.
We put the flags on Govardhan temple, started looking like amazing. I'll send you photos, Maharaj. Looking so beautiful. And yeah, so here's the entrance to Srila Guru Maharaj veranda.
Well, the side door entrance, yes.
Yes. I know the secret that Gurudev, he's not actually keeping the lock here.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai. There you are. There are those red floors, by the way.
Yes. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai.
Devam Divyatanam Sachandavadanam Balaka Chalantritam Sandrananda Puram Sareka-varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Shri Siddhantanitim Subhakti Lasitam Sarasvatanam Varang Vandetam Shubhadam Madakesharanam Nyashishwaram Sridharam.
Amazing atmosphere here. Super, super clean, super, super like absolutely nice. It's all thanks to Gurudev. It's taking very good service. Famous chair.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shila Guru Maharaj. Little carpet is there now. Hare Krishna. Jai Guru Maharaj. Jai Guru Maharaj. Jai Guru Maharaj.
Some japa beats is here. Avadhut Maharaj said this may be Guru Maharaj japa. I don't know if it's true or not.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, and this is
Some silver shoes, but there's Gurudev slippers, Guru Maharaj slippers. Guru Maharaj is also, yeah, he's Gurudev.
and Gurudev is now doing like they do in Mahaprabhu Dameshwar temple. When you give donation, like they bring Mahaprabhu Paduka and they touch your feet. The Mahaprabhu Paduka. So Gurudev is doing the same with Srila Guru Maharaj shoes. But you know, it's also, you can feel the mercy. He did it for me. I was very impressed. Yeah.
All right, Prabhu.
Yes, and just I showed the room here.
So this is the first veranda. This is actually where we'd normally come in. And
yes, that's the entrance. Usually it's locked, so yeah, it is locked now. So I went through another entrance, and when you come in here, I think you were coming in here, and that's your chair, and I think this is the place where all the classes were happening, right? Guru Maharaj was sitting here, and
yes, many of the classes there, also in Guru Maharaj's long arm chair, and also that first veranda when you first came in, Guru Maharaj giving class there. Sitting on that chair right there on the right, that very first chair. Commonly, but no, not that chair, right here. No, that's his long arm chair. Go to the left.
here.
That first chair, Guru Maharaj would sit there often, or somewhere close to there, not exactly always that fixed position. And the second chair often was further over to the left. And of course, that display, which has got some of Guru Maharaj's personal items in, that display, of course, was not there when Guru Maharaj was present. We made this later on. Wonderful. Yes. Yes. These same pictures. We're very happy. These same pictures reprinted there, kept there. Beautiful.
All right, Maharaj. Then we go back to the class.
Are you able to come to Gurudev's veranda too? Or is that...
Let's see. No, it's I don't have the key for it, but we can just go and.
Okay, so we'll continue as you walk around the temple.
Yes, Maharaj.
And there are the mango tree and the sitting place around it. Where's the tamal tree? Is the tamal tree still there? It looks like a tree's missing behind the mango tree. Or maybe it's there.
This tree, Maharaj?
That's mango.
Yeah.
Anyhow, let's not take the time of all the devotees. Now, if you're going to take me around Chaitanya Saraswat Math, we're definitely going to be needing a little more time. So, okay. Of course, really for us, we are seeing Navadvīp, and actually for the first time, you see, it's clean. This is the Mahananda eye looking to see. See, it's not full of cobwebs. It's all kept clean and looked after. This is the upstairs veranda. Many times we slept up here. We didn't always have big guest houses, dear devotees. We were there in Navadvīp, finding a corner, graciously being given a corner to sleep. And then the book displays on the right, if there are any books in, I don't know. Hare Krishna, yes, there we are, look, see the books there. And being maintained, it's clean, yes. All right, well, back to basics today.
What about this room, Maharaj? Underneath Guru Maharaj veranda, who was staying here? What was this place?
Guru Maharaj was staying there at first. And then when the deities came, Guru Maharaj moved to that next room where you're beside now with the deities. Oh, anyway, you passed that by. But then principally later on, we identify that as Aranya Maharaj's room. Now on the right, there is the kitchen, raised up high. So when the flood comes, then meant to be flood proof, but it's not fully flood proof. Still the water will come above here sometimes, but the stoves are again still higher. So sometimes they're cooking in the water. And then if not, then going upstairs onto the roof and cooking. Here's the well, yes, the same the same roof above it, look and see. And the same hand pump. That must be very old hand pump. And Ganges, this is Ganges water. Guru Maharaj telling, this is Ganges water. And it's refreshingly cool in the summer and refreshingly warm in the winter. And there's that
every time I take shower in Navadvīp, I remember when I first came to Navadvīp, there was a poster from our Western devotees office saying that every drop can give liberation here. So please save water. So every time I'm thinking what a special water we have.
Altar tree, so the devotees know. And Gurudev under this tree, telling this tree, said, you must be very careful what you think under this tree. Really, it is a Kalpavriksha tree. And that's why you see around it at the bottom there, it has like a pointed, you could think, oh, it's a sitting place, but it's pointed, you can't sit on it. That's to stop devotees from sitting under it and like socializing with any mundane talks. So that this is the Chalta tree. Hare Krishna. Right beside Gurudev's house, those bendy stairs here, this is stairs up to Gurudev's room. Acharya Bhavan. Jai Shila Gurudev ki Jai. Oh, okay, yes, we can see. Gurubhavista Supurakam Guru Ganai Rashisha Shambhushitam Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shri Rupa Pantanugam Govinda Bidhamudvalang Varatanam Bhaktyan Vitang Sundaram Vande Vishwa Gurung Chadivya Bhagavat Premno Hi Bija Pradam. Also looking well cared for. Jai. Early morning sun.
Yes. Yes, everything is also much cleaner here this year. Because devotees here, like from Australia, they actually have a lot of influence. So they try to bring some good care, and many things change thanks to their also work. So I see a lot of improvements.
Going to the roof.
Yes.
This is where Rosie and K2 lived for some time.
Who are these, Maharaj?
Rosie and K2. Rosie was the German Shepherd, and K2 the Doberman. Wife and husband. The wife was Rosie, husband was K2.
Wow, and they lived on the roof.
Oh, for some time. In the day on the roof, by Gurudev's affection, giving them some place, because they can't be out free in the day, because they're big dogs and their duty is to guard the temple at night.
Gotcha.
And those dogs, Gurudev never, we can say never, okay, he may have once or twice touched them on the head or something like that, but almost never Gurudev ever touched the dogs in such a way, because dogs are dirty. I mean, let's face it, dogs are dirty and considered as dirty. But those dogs knew who is the master, and they really were respectful to Gurudev. And maybe they are naughty and coming up and doing many things. No, naughty means they're getting affection from others by being patted and coming up to them, many things, but they really gave honor and respect to Gurudev. Okay, that's the kitchen, the festival kitchen that we're looking at downstairs there. And to the right is the festival Prasadam hall, which now probably is the Prasadam hall too.
Yes, yes, it is. And it's a Prasadam hall for festivals, and for Indian devotees, they take Prasadam here. So, Maharaj, one question I want to ask, it's not maybe very conceptual, but you know, that house there, there's some like house very much connected wall to wall to our temple. And this house belongs to the mat also. Do you know something about that house? I think it was some doctor staying was there, because we can see some signs from doctor, etc. Do you know where?
We're looking at the back wall and the house just near there is an entranceway there, which is never used. That house, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I can't give you any light about that, unfortunately.
All right. And all these small houses for very beautiful, actually, architecture, like very, very interesting houses, all these Bhajan Kutirs with the names. So maybe sometime also you can tell us some stories, because I remember there's always some interesting stories behind every house, and some devotee was staying there. And one time I remember you were giving a tour for Russian devotees, and I was translating, and you were giving the tour around like our Navadvīp, and every corner we would stop and you would tell some amazing story. So sometimes maybe we can do that also while I'm here.
And some maintenance is happening there on the roof, I see.
Yes, that was our big discussions last year. That was that was like my main issue with Ranajit, etc. But at least now they're doing, because what was the problem, that this is an old cement and water is getting absorbed. It's like a sponge, and then pieces of cement ceiling is crashing, falling down inside Gurudev veranda. So now finally it's all fixed and all repaired and all very well done. So that's a lot of things achieved. And again, we have to thank Indumati and Murari Mohan from Australia for that. So actually, there's maybe this person like in charge, or that person in charge, but if devotees coming and doing something in Navadvīp, doing some service, then it's happening. So, and one more question I have, because always I'm thinking about this, if maybe you can tell us, and now I'm going towards Goshala,
Yeah, Madhu. Madhupati Dhām here, and on the right is Rama Dhām, Rama Dhām.
Yes, it is.
The lady's house. There you are, Rama Dhām. Built by Gurudev to give the ladies some area, the Western ladies, some area where they don't have to be wearing 15 meters long saris and things, which they never seem to like to wear. Just remind us the name of this house.
Manindra Dhām. Manindra Dhām.
Yes.
And Goshala, can you remember the Goshala name, Maharaj? What is the Goshala name?
Not immediately.
Maharaj, you should know. This you should know.
I know I should.
Govinda, Govinda. Govinda Dhām.
Govinda Dhām.
The cows.
And in Centenary Building, what is that Dhām called?
Sachatya Bhavan, like Western Devotees Bhavan.
No,
But
the museum, there is a small house at the back left of the museum. Remind me the name of that little house.
you mean inside
inside-
Gurudev?
Inside
Like where
the
inside
museum, Centenary Memorial Building downstairs.
maybe Gurudham, because I think it was original like Gurudev house, something like this.
Yeah. Okay, Guru.
I'm not sure much. I'm guessing. I will go and check later. And this is
What's your question?
Shantidham. Where were you staying? You were staying in Shantidham?
Yes, I stayed Shantidham. There, downstairs, this room on the left. Yes.
Okay. And because when we came here with you, with Russian devotees, you told some sweet story that sometimes somebody would knock at your door and you would open, and that was Gurudev. And he would come and he would like even sometimes bring tea, and you would write reply to mails of the devotees. Is it true, or I'm messing something?
Well, we know where you got the story from, but it's not quite the story.
I got it from you, but I don't remember.
Oh, I know you got it from me, but it's not quite that story. Anyway, that left-hand door, you're saying, where did I stay? For some time I stayed here, this place. But the right-hand door, this was where Badri Narayan and Anuradha, that was like the public, the room where they were staying, and they were looking after the secretarial work of Guru Maharaj. And then Guru Maharaj, by his grace, he asked me to stay and to assist Badri Narayan and to look after the Western devotees. So we used to come there every afternoon pretty much, and Gurudev would come. He did not bring tea with him, but Badri and Anuradha, they would make some garam jal. And what is tea? It is garam jal. He would make garam jal, and that's not the main part. The main part is that they would, Gurudev would come. We'd discuss letters, we'd discuss correspondence, we'd discuss whatever was needed. But it was like social and semi-office, if you like. And there also I read to Gurudev various things. And one of them, just thinking of it now, because it came up recently, the Song of Solomon, the Christian or the Bible. There's a chapter in the Old Testament, perhaps called Solomon's Songs, or the Song of Solomon. And I mean, it's just one thing we read, but we were talking about it recently, but right there was where we read that. Is anybody staying in Rama Dhām?
Must be. Yeah, I can see some this and that. Yeah, everybody's staying like everywhere a little bit. And some devotees staying here and there. And this is Srila Gurudev's Viman.
Okay, Gurudev's car, yes.
Yes, Gurudev's car. And
wow. Same car, just see. Good.
Yes, yes. Yes, and inside there is also another Gurudev's car. Gurudev's ambassador is also still there.
Where?
He was there for years inside the museum.
It was meant to be there for 2 weeks, but it ended up staying there.
Okay, so I think this is Guru Dhām. This is Aranya Maharaj house, and I think
No.
it says Guru Dhām.
Does it say Guru Dhām?
I think so. This look Maharaj. I think it's Guru. I can't see Gu something Dham, but looks like Guru Dhām. I will ask this lady.
Anyway.
She's still living there. That devotee. She's my friend. So I will ask her what is the name.
And this was only the service entrance, but then it became like a bigger main entrance. But now, which is the main entrance? The one in front of the deities?
Yes, now in front of
Okay.
the deities.
Good. That's what Gurudev wanted.
Yes.
It was the service entrance basically for vehicles bringing in bricks and agriculture, bringing in the paddy from the rice fields. We'd come in with the buffalo carts in our time. Actually not buffalo, they were oxen carts. We'd go to the rice fields before Mangalati. We'd go with the ox, 2 oxen and the cart empty to Singjali, the rice fields. Then collect all the rice, stack it up, and then come back on the top of the rice. And then we'll come in through that gate and bring around to the back and then unload all the paddy. This is Paschatya Sevak Bhavan, the Westerners' service building, service house. Oh,
And this is the place where they were having the printing press, right? In Gurudev time.
Yeah.
I think this was the house where they were having like the first publications with the printing press.
Well, the first publications, they came also not from here. The printing press came here. They bought a printing press in 1983, perhaps. But this part, the long part there, is where the main activity took place, which was letter setting, putting the letters into the format for printing, into the wooden format, and then putting the leading between the lines. And so that had a team of devotees headed by Kopanaka, disciple of Guru Maharaj, and very much appreciated by Guru Maharaj and Gurudev. But that maybe the printing press came, maybe 1983, but possibly no, 1980. Yeah, okay, 83, no, 84 came. And the printing press was right, the small room right by the entrance to the road, the main entrance.
Yeah, and the book room.
Yes, book room. Still the book room. Still the book room. Still, and now also there's a lot of devotees, also senior devotees from ISKCON, like Prabhupada's disciples. They sometimes coming and taking books, and because sometimes they ask me to help to translate some gatherings of Russian devotees in Mayapur, and I hear lots of senior devotees in ISKCON, they quoting Guru Maharaj books, and then I got to know from them. They sometimes coming and getting books from our book room. So still functioning.
The road is
in
condition.
Yes. Unfortunately, they had to break and change the wall because they needed some extra space for the government, etc. But some things happening. I want to show you Govinda Kundan. and they're a little bit like flood time now. So Govinda Kund is expanded, and you can see that our usual pathway where we're working around Govinda Kund is all now underwater.
Oh, yes, but still you can go.
Yes, yes.
Jai Shri Govinda Kund ki jai.
A lot of fish here, and now from I'm staying up there on the Russian devotees floor, and water is very clean now, so I can see some new vision of Govinda Kund. I can see from the roof, I can see fish inside, and I can see that fish, they also have groups. They swim like in groups of 2-3 fishes, and they have like their own, like, you know, companies, and they like sometimes like pushing each other. So they also have some interactions inside Govinda Kund, and it's very interesting to see like the fish life. This is something you can never see. And a lot of ducks, right? These are the ducks. What's the word?
Well, geese were.
Geese.
Geese, yes, geese, yes. Still they are. So they also like very interesting to observe. And yeah. So Mahaprabhu, Shiman Mahaprabhu's divine water play, and Shri Gupta Govardhan Shri Mandir.
Jai Shri Giriraj ki jai. Giriraj is there permanently, and Mahaprabhu goes there for his Leela.
Yes.
And why not staying permanently, even though it's the Mahaprabhu's water play pastimes temple? Is Gurudev told Mahaprabhu's body is not suitable for being surrounded by water constantly. And taking into consideration means Mahaprabhu's body in his manifested form of the deity which comes there. Because it's wooden. I mean, externally speaking, it's wooden. And Jai Shri Sadashiva Gangadhar Ki Jai. Oh, now I have to see if I remember. Devadi Devam Mahibhushanam Indukasham Panchananam Pashupating Varanam Prasannam Gangadharam Pranatapalakam Shutosham Vande Sadashiva Hari Priya Chandra Maulin.
Vande Sadashiva Hari Priya Chandra Maulin.
Paramandru, you can say the whole verse flowingly. Kindly.
Devadi Deva Mahibhushanam Indukasham Panchananam Pashupatim Varadam Prasannam. What's the next verse? Panchanam Varadam Prasannam.
I'm getting there. It's inside. Let me show you.
Pranatakam.
When we say them slowly, we trip up. It's like going down the stairs. If you start thinking what your legs are doing, then you fall down the stairs. We have this experience. Oh, what are my legs doing? Oops.
Oh, that's Aranya's Maharaj Samadhi.
Gangadharam Pranatapalakam Ashutosham Vande Sadashiva Hari Priya Chandra Maulin. Here we go, Maharaj. There it is.
Jai Shri Nandi with the garland, no doubt Prasadam garland from Shivaji.
And this is the mantra.
Devadi Deva Mahibhushanam Indukasham Panchananam Pashupating Varanam Prasannam Gangadharam Pranatapalakam Vande Sadashiva Hari Priya Chandra Maulim. Yes. If we say it once or twice, it comes back. Jai. Sadashiva ki jai. Hare Krishna.
And Maharaj, can I ask you another question? Can you say something about this Kund? Because I heard some rumors. Somebody said that Gurudev said this is Radha Kund. That is like Govinda Kund, and this is Radha Kund. Can
Prabhu,
you?
Prabhu, I have never heard Gurudev say any such thing.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
I know. If
That's
somebody has heard him say it, but I've never heard him say such a thing, and we've been there 100 times with Gurudev or more. I mean, who can count? Countless times.
This tree is very beautiful. One of my favorite trees.
Yeah.
Very, very. Is it
So-
banyan tree?
No, it's not a banyan tree, but I'm not sure quite from here what it is.
Acacia, Maharaj.
Acacia, really?
I'm not sure. It has that shape, but I'm not sure. Maybe it is.
Yeah, maybe acacia actually.
If we see a leaf, then we'll be able to say.
And this was supposed to be house for elephants, because the Acharya Maharaj, he was constructing a house for an elephant, and they wanted to elephant. But Srila Gurudev read in newspaper that elephants once a year, they got like very aggressive and very dangerous. So he told to stop. But since then, this construction is there, and Gopal told me this was meant to be a house for an elephant. Just some story.
Well, well, Prabhu, I can say maybe some story.
Okay. All right, Maharaj. So I just wanted to give you some tour and to hear some things from you, and maybe we should
Prabhu,
get back to class.
we're very pleased and very happy to see everything, and with our family of devotees. And now really I am completely neglected every devotee. Now I have to look and see who's here. Hare Krishna, Nirupama joined us, Rukmini Didi joined us, and our Dragana, our I know exactly who you are. Praneshri, help me out.
I can't remember either, Maharaj.
Kumkum knows.
Dragana.
Dragana is Devapriya Didi.
David,
Devapriya.
yes, sorry.
Dragana is
hiding
her Serbian name.
Sorry?
It's Serbian name, her
Serbian.
passport name.
Yeah, all right. And so to each of you who joined us too, and Madhu, not only Madhu.
Madhu Krishna.
Yeah, Madhu Krishna Prabhu joined us. Right. So Prabhu, each of you, and Ekadi, Balavanta, you've all, Jayadev Prabhu is here. Please excuse, I kind of expected the devotees present, but we were all drawn into Navadvīp, I believe.
Dandavat from Jivana Didi also. She's
But
on Facebook.
today, somehow I didn't turn on Facebook, so I don't know who was there. But whoever was with us on Facebook, whoever was with us now and will see the recordings, really we've had a very beautiful visit to Navadvīp Dhām, to not only Navadvīp, to Aparada Bhanjana Pat, Koladeep, Śrī Chaitanya Saraswat Mat, the place where Guru Maharaj established Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sundar, Giriraj, the worship of the Lord, established the example for the whole world, and established the conceptual, the understanding of Krishna consciousness for the whole world, and distributed the connection to the highest plane. So we are extremely fortunate today to have this chance, and very sweetly presented to us by Amiya Sindhu Prabhu, who's taken us around. And this again, you see, modern technology, we're able to do this. In our time, we would not be able to do this kind of a sharing. So with those of us who are here, we've got this chance today.
Thanks from the heart, Prabhu. Beautiful.
And we like the flood.
Yes.
We sympathize with the inconvenience for those who have to move to higher land, whose rooms are, whose houses are down. We can sympathize with that. but we even see that they're quite happy with the flood. It's clean water. The Ganges comes, actually flows by at some stage. It's the Ganges water. Things feel very cleansed. And it's nature's way of rejuvenating the soil. That's why Bengal is so rich. As far, I mean, it's rich for spiritual matter. Look what we are talking about here. But it is rich for agriculture because it floods regularly. All right, dear devotees, we are.
And Maharaj, one maybe last question. That Praneshwari Didi, she was asking that there is some mango print on the Guru Maharaj, like Samadhi Mandir, like a sign from a mango tree or something like this. Praneshwari Didi, can you
On
ask
the
that question?
pillars, on the pillars, there must be a marking with the shape of a tree, the mango tree that passed away. Do you remember that from the Devashis Prabhu Maharaj?
But this is, I've never heard or seen such a thing, but now
But he is there, he's there.
Now, okay, now we have an eye, now let's see. Now we have an eye, so let us see.
There's so many stories about that mango tree that left.
No,
There
no,
was one
where are you going? Come back. It's the outside pillar. When you look at the temple, the one on the left.
This one.
This one, yes. This is where that tree was standing.
Gotcha.
So now show me what Praneshwari, maybe by Praneshwari's mind, something will manifest.
No, Maharaj, I never saw it. I just want to please Devashis Prabhu to tell him that, yes, we found it.
I can carve it. But I don't see any mango signs or something like this.
Because he said he saw it. He wasn't told, he said he saw it.
Gotcha.
We'll have to invite Devashish to reveal from the subtle to the, so we can also see what's been revealed to him. All right.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you.
And Mahananda's Prabhu motorbike that was kept here is now moved to Rajasthan. So it's now staying safe in Rajasthan. But I'm using this motorbike.
It is not my motorbike.
So,
it's not my motorbike, it's Gurudev's motorbike and given by one devotee, Uttama Shloka Prabhu, to Gurudev. And then
from Pondicherry, right?
Registered in Pondicherry originally, and now registered in Punjab. Gurudev's motorbike, but then eventually, after some time, Gurudev gave me the key and said, don't let anybody else drive it, because one or two others had used it and had accidents. So anyhow, with that, I think Gurudev gave some protection, because we drove that motorbike a lot in the day and the night, up and down to Calcutta, in Calcutta.
I left that bike in Rajasthan for like more than a year, abandoned in the desert. And recently I went to see it. And when I opened it, it was like all rusted, all like completely destroyed. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I will never be able to ride it again. But I thought, okay, I'll just give it a try. But it was completely rusted. So I turned the key and it started from the first kick. Incredible. Just like after more than a year of like standing still, it started with the first kick. Started like immediately.
All right. Jai Gurudev's motorbike ki jai. But let us now have a last glimpse and last obeisances to Navadvīp as we come to our own places of service around the world. So Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki jai. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Jai Srila Gurudev ki jai. Shri Rupa Nuga Guru Bhaga ki jai. Shri Aparada Bhanjaner Path ki jai. Shri Acharya Bhavan Srila Gurudev's Bhajan Kutir ki jai. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj's Bhajan Kutir ki jai. And Jai Saparika Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sundar Ju ki jai. Jai Shri Harinama Sankirtan ki jai. All the present day Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Vrinda ki jai. All the devotees worldwide whose heart and life is indebted to Guru Maharaj and Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. And Jai Hamiya Sindhu Prabhu ki jai, and for giving us this unexpected and happy visit in Chaitanya Saraswati Math live, directly there. Hamiya Sindhu Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
All right, devotees, until we meet again, wishing you wonderful days, hours, moments under the shelter of Guru Maharaj, Gurudev, and our Vaishnava section. Dandavat.
Jai Srila Bhakti Rajan Madhusudan Maharaj ki jai.
Hare Krishna.